review, we're chapters!
And today we'll be sharing our top 10 most memorable shoots.
I'm Janina, a creative producer for Chapters. I make the concepts and copy, etc. And then this is Andy, our executive producer. So she's the one that you guys talk to and handles all the shoots from start to finish. Then this is Nikki, our head editor, and she oversees all the editing, helps the other editors in fixing timelines, etc. And then this is Ken, our in-house director, and he oversees the video shoot.
So just to give a very, very short brief history of who we are, we started off 6 years ago. We're actually a baby of Maja Studios, if you guys are familiar with it. So we're the creative and corporate arm of Maja Creatives. What we normally do is we're more focused on corporate shoots, individuals, organization, non-related to weddings and debuts.
I guess the kinds of shoots that we work on are super, like, there's a wide range. In making the list, it was actually pretty difficult, I would say. Diba?
Hundreds of shoots.
A lot of memorable shoots.
I feel like there were a few clear standouts, but then as we were like making the list, we were thinking, this could be part, but then that would be more than 10. Yeah, it was pretty hard, but I think we nailed it in making top 10. Okay, let's start!
Let's start!
Ken was the one that directed that, made the concept, but Ken directed it, and then it was like this whole thing. We shot it in a studio in Makati.
Although, fun fact, I wasn't at the shoot. I collaborated with everyone and we did all the pre-prod and everything, but on the day of the shoot, I got COVID.
Yeah, so it was kind of remote shooting.
So we were like on the laptop and like, yeah, that's a good shot.
As we all know, it's Mercedes-Benz, and not only is it the company, but S-Class, it's their like top-of-the-line car. It's very, it's very social. So that was definitely taken into account, how we would light it, how we would shoot it. It had to be on brand. So there were a lot of things to consider because we were also getting approvals from like their regional headquarters and all that, aside from the ones here in the Philippines.
The song was already super popular in Spotify.
Yeah.
When we got the chance to actually make the music video for it, it's more of a, wow, okay, let's do it. Let's grab it. If you would see the music video, may sinina kaming piano.
The piano, parang when we were brainstorming, he was like, I think kulang kung couch lang susunugin natin. So I was like, maybe we can ruin something else, pero hindi nasunog. And then he was like, what about the piano? Kasi it's music. If it was a guitar, we've done it na, like before. So baka naman we can do like a bigger
I think
instrument.
yung inspo doon was John Lennon.
And it super helped though that Sony, we've worked with them several times before. Ace, this was the first time, but we were super happy that they were all game with the fire, with the ruining the piano. Like Ace was like, can I be the first one to take a shot at the piano? So parang that was good that he was excited about that, diba? We had like a rain scene, so we had firemen to do the actual rain, sila na yung bahala how to do that, and they did it very well.
Actually, that was one of the highlights for that shoot, no?
Yeah, it was.
Jed actually insisted, we're going to get a fire hose. We're going to have rain.
Kasi the concept that Cornerstone and their team gave us, they wanted it to be, because of the title, Bang, something that involved like a bit of fighting. Like that's the idea that they were fighting with someone, capturing someone. So that was kind of the idea here that they were like busting into like headquarters of a villain. If you do watch it, that kaya may mga parang ganun na like tying the guys that were extras there.
They were super game kasi it's actually their debut single. And
Yeah.
they were so they're involved as well in the process of like doing this music video. Type of Pandemic, it's a new song by Blackpink. We know that AC is a fan of Blackpink, and so are we. We tend to sometimes we have works that doesn't really have a specific director kasi we want all of our minds in one output. Kumbaga parang lahat kami director, ganon. No, but yeah, it's fun kasi that's how we normally come up with a very, very parang nice idea. And How You Like That is one of those. It's memorable kasi we didn't know it would win like a Blackpink contest.
Oh my God.
And to think we shot the whole thing in our office.
In our office, back in our old office.
Literally,
Yeah,
It's not
everything is
even feel
office.
like it's working kasi we're all K-pop fans.
it was the biggest that we had pre-COVID.
We had everybody. Everyone was on
And we got
board.
to add a lot of artists on the day.
Yeah, oo nga pala. Yeah,
ano yun?
it was
Biglaan.
it was like chapters and Maya in one. Like everyone.
All the
like,
directors, all the shooters,
All
all
the
the
directors.
editors were in there. Even though it was like it seemed very spontaneous and but it was very planned so that we could maximize the entire time that we were with the artists because they were so they needed to get out fast.
With us editors, we have to adapt to the changes on that day. Even if we planned so much before, but then with the circumstances on that day, on the spot, and you have to edit faster than usual to just deliver the videos after.
That's true. Yeah, we SDE'd everything, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
the day. Also the photos.
Yes.
Parang it was like a slideshow talaga, not just like edited photos. It had to like look nice.
It was a client of theirs, so architecture firm sila. So they have this client that has a house in around Quezon City. It's a narrow space that they had to turn into a home for the couple who owns it. And it was very meaningful because all of the parts of the house has a story. One of the founders of Baad was very, very hands-on, like what he wanted to see in the video, the mood, the vibe, the feel, the energy of the whole video. He was actually also in the video. So
Quick
like
cameo.
it was a very if you would watch it, it's a very, very subtle, very relaxing video, just showing like ano ba yung mga ginamit na materials sa house, how does the house feels like, so that if you watch it, you're also part of the house. So it was a memorable shoot kasi we had to travel around the Philippines for all of the branches that Seda has. And it's quite fun actually kasi Seda's they're very homey. All of the staff of Seda are very nice also. When we collaborate on their videos, they're very involved as well. So like hindi siya yung parang kayo na bahala ganun. They want to make sure that each property has a unique taste to it.
Yeah.
Regardless of like my unified look yung Seda hotels, but they wanted to feel like if you're in Davao, you will feel like it's in Davao.
But I think that's also what makes the Seda shoot special because even though each place has its own character, like it still has like that unified Seda
look. Yeah. Yes.
This is our first collaboration with SB19.
Yes.
For a music video.
Yeah, so since we're all K-pop fans, we got to have all our inspos from K-pop. But then we had to put our Filipino touch in it. With the colors and the mood. Especially What is like a very Filipino song.
Yung story nung song, it's actually very, very nice kasi parang it goes back to our Filipino roots.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
the title, the song literally talks about like the flag, diba? Yung
Yes.
watawat. We tried to keep it like a day because schedule is hard to like match everyone, like artists and all that. But for this one, they had 3 days to shoot at different locations. It was really a big production, you know?
SB19 had especially Justin, has yung creative side, yung creative vision nila
Yeah.
for their music video. So, again, very collaborative to between the chapters and the client. Yes, it's a photo shoot. So, our photographer, Luis, it was a small thing, but small team with a big skill. We went to a lot of provinces. So, parang it took us 5 to 6 days straight to actually shoot all those trucks sa iba-ibang lugar. So, we didn't have a bunch of like super big equipments that we could bring kasi everything was outdoor because trucks were used outdoor. We were shooting them while they're actually moving. It was a fun shoot and a very tiring one, but very fulfilling as well.
This shoot was very memorable because I got to meet the team and everyone was so cool, everyone was so fun and happy, and I was like, iba yung energy ng mga tao na to. It was like, I really like that aspect of that
Yeah,
shoot.
when I saw the storyboard, I really like how the new preview style is and their look now. I think everybody can relate on what they do.
I think the best part is that's really their character as
Yes.
people. Like during our shoot, parang it was just like super having fun. Like they were always checking on us like, oh guys, do you need coffee? Do you need food?
They were super nice talaga. We also really appreciated that they really knew what they wanted. We really wanted to capture, kasi they gave us a board and we really wanted to capture the themes and the look that they wanted.
The team's very young and very fresh, very now, and we wanted to make sure na ma-capture namin yung tamang color na they wanted. So it was like an intensive moment also for us to like deliberate on the final color that we're gonna send over. Yun.
And you can feel the excitement then. You can feel the excitement in the shoot between the staff members and the writers, the editors. Everything was really, it was a really good environment actually.
What
Yeah.
I enjoyed in editing in this one is the text, like the graphics, how they come in and out, the fonts, the sizes. It really matches the whole look of the video, and it emphasizes what the new preview is.
Yeah, and actually, the simpler concept is sometimes the better it is than make it more complicated.
That's it. Thank you, Preview, for inviting us to talk about our top 10 most memorable shoots. Hope you enjoyed and learned a few tips and tricks.
You can follow us on our Instagram at ChaptersPH, also on our Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, TikTok, Twitter. All of them, ChaptersPH.
Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Preview's channel.
Until next time!
Bye!